Hey guys, welcome back, GheyForGames. Once again, this time it's a PvP video and it's number 8. And this is one of the more skill-oriented builds.
Yeah, so people have been asking, do more builds that aren't gimmicky and shit, so this just isn't a gimmick build.
This is just a fucking monster. I was going to say monstrosity, but that has negative connotations. But this build's just an absolute monster. It's a beast. It's unreal how good this build can be.
No gimmicks, it's just straight up, if you're good, you'll win. But the issue
only one ranged cast, and that is Homing Soul Mass. The other spells, Great Magic Barrier, and of course Crystal Weapon. Get the Avalon and the Offhand as well for some those healers that are out there.
Yeah.
But it's just it's such a good sword. It's the Mastodon sword, in case you haven't picked up on it, by the way. It's so versatile.
Yeah, so
it's so good.
I'm assuming you've all seen builds similar to this, so this is kind of like our take on it, really. Also, just in case anybody's wondering, the reason why all our builds use the Llewellyn chest piece is simply, well, one, the main reason.
Fashion Souls.
Yeah, it has a cape, so that is, you know, the
yeah, I mean, it has to.
Reason.
You'll never see us put up a build that doesn't have a cape unless it's for stun purpose, unless it's got an actual purpose. But whenever we get the opportunity to do it, we will of course put the cape on there, because I mean that was just a pro as fuck backstep by myself.
Yeah, but the main reason why we use the Llewellyn set is because it actually has amazing weight to defense for its like defense category. It only weighs like 6 or something, and it's got like 180 base defense.
It's like a very, very good light set. If you've got a little bit of weight to spare, you can go up to the King's armor, but the Llewellyn set, I just think it looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's like a sort of leather cloak as opposed to the not leather cloak, a leather chest piece as opposed to the King's set's all plated and stuff. So this guy, I'm just like, fuck it, taking the piss. But oh yeah, I just realised all the footage is me in this one, isn't it?
Yeah. I
was on absolute fire. I think I lost 3 times that entire night.
Now, pros about this particular build.
Mastodon Sword's moveset is ridiculously good.
The Mastodon Sword is one of like 4, I think, greatsword class weapons that have the rolling attack into the spin attack. Yeah,
it's this one or the Bastard Sword, and well, I mean the Bastard Sword is good. Don't get me wrong.
The Throne Defender and Watcher has the rolling and spin back.
Yeah, but they don't have as much damage. But like the Bastard Sword, it is good. I made an under 20% variant of this build using the Bastard Sword instead of the Mastodon Sword, because Mastodon Sword weighs like a fucking brick building. But yeah, and it worked out really well. 20% weight, 35 adaptability, bouncing about with this wee fucking Bastard Sword. It was great.
The issue that I have with the Bastard Sword is the range. The range really does let it down.
The Bastard Sword should be treated like a long sword, not a great sword.
Yeah, kind of.
So, I mean, oh, and just so you guys are aware as well, the shield that I'm using is the Llewellyn shield. It's become my favourite shield in the game.
Despite the fact that
there are superior shields, but the Llewellyn shield is just my favourite. It's a small shield. It only weighs like 2.5 units, I think. It's got a really nice, it's like 92 percentile physical block, and all the elemental blocks are all like 73 or something like that. So it's very, very like run of the mill, perfectly down the middle, and it's just brilliant. It's got good stability as well. It's got 53 stability for a light shield, which is really fucking good.
Which is only 2 less than the King Shield.
Yeah, it's 2 less than the King Shield is. Yeah, the King Shield is 55. So yeah, it's 2 less than the King Shield, and it weighs 2.5, whereas the King Shield weighs twice as much. So. It's my favourite shield. And of course, we're using the Witch Tree branch as well. Not the Witch Tree branch. It's the Black Witch Catalyst for the because it casts hexes, miracles, and sorceries, which is really handy. It casts pyromancies as well, no?
It doesn't.
Alright, that would be brilliant for just like an all-in-one fucking boomstick.
So something that I really hate about the greatsword class weapons is the fact that they can actually sometimes have a 3-hit stun lock, which is kind of fucking mental considering how much damage most of them do. And
considering the size of the Mastodon Sword as well.
Yeah, now the Mastodon Sword has a pretty decent
very
reach.
good combo right there, by the way. The two-handed light into the two-handed heavy, they never expect the follow-up swing. And then of course the two-handed rolling attack being the 360 spin out is sensational. It means it's got that attack on its rolling and its running, and that includes the backstep, so you'll always catch people with it if you're quick enough. It's such a good moveset, guys. So good.
It's pretty much the main reason why we liked the large club in Dark Souls 1, because when it went into the rolling attack, into the 360 spin, and effectively what you could just do is just keep doing that, and eventually your opponent would just run out of stamina, and then you just and it would get behind their shield and stuff. It's just fucking retarded.
Like the scythe for the running attack in Dark Souls 1 as well, because you just chain the running attack until you hit them, stuff like this. It's really good.
Not only that, the one-handed rolling attack is the stab, so that's got a really good range. So if you're running away
the size of it,
and you roll and stab,
right here, I mean, it does good damage as well. Like thrust damage tends to be the slightly weaker of the physical defenses that most armors have. So I mean, it is nice to use this attack, like especially situations like that. Like that one didn't quite pan out as I wanted it to, but I mean, it is good to have the thrust. If they do roll back from you and your roll is just after theirs, you will actually clip them through the iframes, and then that rolling attack, man.
Now, the main thing that I think about the Mastodon Sword, which is ridiculous, is the fact that when you two-hand it, it gets B scaling strength for the equivalent of 60 strength. Now, although scaling is shit in this game,
it's still 60 strength on B scaling, which is, I mean, fair enough, you're getting a nice little damage boost from your magic, from your crystal weapon, but you're also going to get an additional boost to your physical damage. I mean, you could probably tie Ring of Blades into this and it'll even out the damage a little bit more, but there was no need for it. This build kills in like 2 or 3 hits most of the time. Look at that, a riposte for 1100 damage. It wasn't even a riposte, it was a backstab actually. Riposte does more damage. But yeah, that was one backstab for 1100. Granted, they're not really heavily armoured, but still, it's nice.
So I mean, this build is is very well balanced. There is no gimmicks. It's just, you know, you play well, you do good, and you'll get results.
Right there, perfect time to use the attack is when both of you are rolling simultaneously in the same direction. Pop out the attack because you hit them mid-roll with a rolling attack. Right there again. It's such a good sword for clipping people because of the size of it.
Yeah.
Its one-handed heavy attack isn't too great, but other than that, it's perfect.
It can also, due to the damage output of the weapon, like it's not it doesn't do retarded amounts of damage, but it doesn't do like crappy chip damage.
I think the damage suits the weapon.
Yeah.
Because of the size of it and its moveset, the damage is very, very suitable. Granted, I mean, even if it done a little bit less damage, I wouldn't mind. So I pulled out the Avalanche because I know this guy's going to heal.
Yeah.
And of
we
course,
knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, we knew this was going to happen, so we just get prepared for it, and boom, 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 done.
Fuck him.
Yep. Through the Estus and everything, the guy deserved it. Although one guy today just done my nothing. He was standing in the gate, so I thought it was AFK, and I'm like, right, fuck it, I'll kill him quick, move on to the next guy, because he's AFK, so why should I take the defeat for it? Hit him with a couple of Forbidden Suns, then he moves, I'm like, oh fuck, he's here. So I step back out, this very map, I step back out, let him heal, and then we go to fight. He doesn't let me Wilted Dusk so I get my cast back, and then heals 3 times throughout the fight after I keep beating the shit out of him as well. And then after he beats me, has the audacity, the straight up disrespect to give me the no way gesture, as if I'm the bad guy in this scenario. If this guy's watching, fuck you, guy. Fuck you. But yeah, other than that little brief sort of sidetrack sort of thing, but yeah, it's a good sword. Use it, guys. Really do use it. I mean, it is 30 strength and 14 dex. But
yeah, the requirements are huge. That is the main letdown of
it's pretty huge as well. If you're fine with being under 40% or even under 50%, then it is doable. Of course, we went to 15 dex for the Avalon on the offhand because it cut back on like having more levels for attunement and then having more int for soul spear and stuff like that. We just really fine-tuned it so it'll be mainly about the sword and the home and soul mass is their melee as an opening, because what you can do that's very good is see if you two-hand it, they will approach you while soul mass is up and they will roll forwards through soul mass. As soon as they roll, you swing, because they'll roll through your soul mass into the path of the Mastodon swing, and then you can hit them twice at least. And you'll get about maybe 600 damage, 700 damage out of it. It does hit quite hard.
And as you saw earlier in this particular fight, 3-hit stun lock.
Yep. And of course the Avalanche just here because it's absolutely perfect to have in the offhand. It probably is the best offhand weapon in the game, really. Other than the dagger. The dagger is very good. If you guys haven't done this, get a +10 dagger. If you parry someone and riposte using the dagger, so like parry them, then switch the dagger, riposte them, it usually hits for about 800, 900 on the riposte, which is higher than most weapons. Like the Mastodon Sword would hit for more in this case because it's got the Crystal Magic weapon buff applied. It would probably hit for more, but because the dagger's pure physical, it's all that is just physical damage, so you can just like fly through all their other defenses basically. It's really handy.
I'd say that this build's main drawback is the fact that it is like a under 50% build, and not only that, you don't have very much
We've not got
adaptability.
Powerful range.
So
we don't have powerful range in this build either. Like this guy gets schooled. I love this fight. But yeah, like this is something I'd suggest doing as well. See if a guy comes out and then immediately rolls, hit them with a shove again, because they're probably going to roll out with their block up and you can immediately get them again like that. But yeah, like the only real downside I have with the only problem I have with this build is the fact that the range there's barely any ranged damage.
Yeah.
Like the Avalon is good, don't get me wrong, it's brilliant, it's an easy 300 damage, but other
it's
than
better
that,
for finishing people off.
yeah, and of course this is the final build stats. This is after we fine-tuned the build down to absolutely everything we could. Hexer's Hood as well for the additional casting. Get a second Great Magic Barrier, second Crystal Magic Weapon, and like a 5th Home and Soul Mask.
Yeah, so 35 Vitality, 35 Stamina. It's fairly standard. 23
Vitality.
So that, you know, I'll get you under 25%. I'd say that maybe if you want, you could change the gauntlets for the engraved gauntlets, which give the critical damage. You know,
no, it's like a 1 something chance of getting a crit on a regular.
Yeah, no, but it's like you've got like a 1 in 20 chance of just one shot on someone.
Just so you know as well, we didn't actually touch attunement. We're using the Southern Ritual Band to give us the 3 slots for Great Magic Barrier, Home and Soul Mask, and Crystal Weapon, because it saves us about 11 levels.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant. Hexer's Hood as well saves us quite a few levels to get the additional casting.
Yeah.
Get the 3rd Dragon Ring and the Royal Soldier's Ring to save us a few levels for health, endurance, and a lot in vitality because of the Royal Soldier's Ring, and of course Chloranthy Ring for stamina.
So really the main drawbacks on the build are basically lack of range and lack of a lot of mobility. But aside from that, the build is absolutely great.
Oh, I forgot a very important thing about the build, by the way. Your intelligence, level that up to 31, level your faith up to 27, because if you don't know, the Hexer's Hood not only gives you an additional casting of all your spells, it also gives you 1 extra level in faith and int just for wearing it, which saves you 2 levels in the Hexer's Hood, like 11 levels on the Ritual Band Ring and then several more on the 3rd Dragon and the Royal Soldier's Ring. Like, the build essentially plays at the same as what a level 200 build would be. Well, not maybe 200, maybe 180. We're cutting back in about 30 levels in total with this build, which is great. And of course, this is the outro once again, so the usual stuff: Facebook, Twitter, Skype, PSN, it's all on the screen.
Like, comment, subscribe, please do that, because it really helps us out. And if you want to see the last video,
which was the Katana and Lance stunlock,
then obviously click the left
annotation.
Box. But the next video is a different stunlock that we found 2 days after the Lance Katana
Diet
stunlock.
Smelter Demon is what I've branded it, or Smelter Demon Light.
But technically, I'm playing it slightly wrong. You should be using the Gurm armor.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter.
This video will be up, so you'll see the a slightly quicker. Like the first variation hits like a truck in every hit, but this one hits for less damage, but it hits more times. So
yeah,
it's more consistent.
It works out to be more damage in the long run, and it can hit 10 times.
But anyway, guys, so this is the video coming to a close. So we'll talk to you guys when we upload the next video, I suppose.
Yep.
See you guys later.
See you later. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye.